Selamat sore para tamu undangan semua. Good afternoon, all ladies and gentlemen. Buon pomeriggio, signore e signori. Welcome to the very first Bvlgari Indonesia virtual event. I'm Siska Becker. It is such a delight for me to welcome you all to our virtual gathering this afternoon to the Bvlgari Style Talk, designated to highlight some of the Bvlgari men watches and jewelry collections that will not only suit you, but definitely elevate your look. Now, today's event will celebrate the reborn of the Bvlgari aluminum watch as the icon that never dies, the award-winning Octo Finissimo watch, and the B01 androgynous jewelry collection. Kami juga sangat senang sekali bisa berpartner dengan The Man Magazine dan juga BRI untuk event kita pada hari ini. Terima kasih banyak untuk partnership, kolaborasi, dan support yang sudah diberikan tentunya. Now, I'm sure that all the attendees are very excited to enjoy a very wonderful afternoon together. I'm sure you're going to share that excitement in your social media. Please do so. We encourage you to. In fact, we like to let you know that you can use these hashtags in your caption when you share all the excitements in your social media. Please include the hashtag Bvlgari and Bvlgari watches. Now, I'd like to remind you to please use the letter V instead of the letter U when you're using the captions Bvlgari and Bvlgari watches. And also don't forget to tag @Bvlgari on your Instagram account. All right, I'm sure you cannot wait to dive into the beautiful world of Bvlgari. So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Ronald Liem, the publisher of The Man Magazine, to deliver his opening remarks.
Good afternoon, good evening. Hello from Bali. I'm actually in Bvlgari, Bali at the moment. Thank you everyone for joining our The Man and Bvlgari Zoom event, the first ever. Very, very happy to have all our friends here, and also very happy to have Mr. Antoine Pin, Managing Director of Bvlgari Watch, joining us live from Europe, and Putri Soedarjo from Jakarta, Bvlgari. Thank you again for your support for The Man Magazine. We're very excited for this event and looking forward to hear next 1 hour, I guess, about style, mix and matching with Bvlgari as an accessory to your wardrobe. So without further ado, I'll leave it to you, Siska.
Thank you, Mr. Ronald Liem. Always a pleasure to see you, although even virtually. As you said, we are living in the virtual world right now. And it's actually kind of exciting because we get to live this international event experience, only possible through virtual events, right? Now, yes. I would like also to call upon our next speaker, Mrs. Putri Soedarjo, the Division Head Retail and Lifestyle of Bvlgari Indonesia, to give her welcoming remarks. Ibu Putri Soedarjo.
Yeah, thank you, Siska. Welcome, everyone. I cannot see all of you, but a very warm welcome from Bvlgari Indonesia. I hope you have opened your champagne and your cheese by now, and get ready to listen to our talk this afternoon. So as Ronald and you and Siska has mentioned, this is our first ever virtual talk for Bvlgari. So I would like to thank you everyone who has made this possible. First and foremost, I would like to thank you, Mr. Fabrizio Stigliani, for waking up early and being here with us. And from Bvlgari South Asia operations, Miss Lynn, thank you very much for arranging everything for us. And of course, Mr. Ronald Liem, the publisher of The Man, thank you for all the partnerships. And juga terima kasih untuk Bank BRI atas dukungannya selama ini. Itu saja dari saya. I hope everyone is having fun, enjoying their drinks and their snacks, and let's get started.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we proceed to the next speaker. It is a great honor for us to welcome Mr. Linteo, the Regional Marketing and Communications Director of Bvlgari South Asia Pacific, to welcome you all personally and also to introduce to you our main speaker of the day, Mr. Linteo.
Hi, thank you everybody for taking time. My only request is we have so much fun today that we remember this is the event of the year. So that's my only request to you. We have so much fun. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Fabrizio. I think he's a guy who needs no introduction. He's a creative director for the watch business and the man behind all the watches you see. So Mr. Fabrizio, over to you.
Thank you so much. It's a great pleasure to be here with you today. Welcome in Switzerland. This is our office where we produce our watches. Thank you for your kind word, but it's not just a man behind the watches. It's an entire division. It's an entire business unit. So it's a great pleasure for me to be here and spend this hour with you, talk about watches, talk about Italian style and design, and all the questions that you have would very well appreciated.
And I'd like to take this opportunity now to introduce Mr. Antoine Pan, so Managing Director for the Bvlgari watch business. Antoine?
Yes, well, it's an honor. It's a great chance to have a chance to discuss with you and to have this opportunity. Great chance to be able to exchange with you. I look forward to basically your questions and to exchanging and let's say making you discover our history, our collections in the coming hour. I hope you're well seated, and probably we can start immediately with the first discussions. I understand, Siska, probably you may want me to give a couple of words of introduction of Bvlgari watches.
Now, ladies and gents, before we continue, please allow me to give you a little bit of explanation about the Bvlgari aluminum watch. In a man's world, wearing a watch is sort of a necessity and a style all at once. Bvlgari understand this very well. So just recently, Bvlgari revisited the Bvlgari aluminum series that was very popular since it was introduced in 1998. Maybe some of you still remember. The 2020 new release is recreated with greater endurance and resistance while still bringing the essence of a casual and sporty unisex watch, using unconventional materials with a combination of aluminum and rubber with the iconic Bvlgari logo and all the class of Italian design. Ladies and gentlemen, to get a closer look of the new launch, let's watch this Bvlgari aluminum video together. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Bvlgari aluminum watch. Now back to Mr. Fabrizio. In 1998, the watch industry was surprised with an unexpected product that could only be Bvlgari, the Bvlgari aluminum watch to be exact. Now, what was the reason behind revisiting this design and what can we expect from its reinvented 2020 version? Mr. Fabrizio.
Thank you. We never stopped to think about the aluminum during this year. In a certain moment, when you have a manufacturing side, you have to decide where you have to put the focus to develop the brand in the future. In the 1998, the aluminum was a great success, was completely unexpected. As I said before, it was for the first time in fine watchmaking industry to have aluminum and caoutchouc combined together for a sport watch. The inspiration in the 90s was the aluminum space frame in the automotive industry. It was a bit an exotic material, very hard to work with a very unique technology. So we decided to have this, for the first time, a sport watch with aluminum case, even because it was very well known in the aircraft industry. So automotive and aircraft make the knowledge to produce these watches. And in 1998, we produced the watch in 4 different sizes with different movement, with quartz movement and the automatic movement. In a certain moment, we decided to put the focus on in a different field. It was the case of the ultra thin execution. And now that we have a very well-known know-how in terms of ultra thin execution, we decided to go back with another iconic product that we have in our lineup. So the aluminum goes back. You have to imagine that Bvlgari is one of the unique brands in watchmaking industry that could play with more than an iconic product. We have the Bvlgari. It's more than, let me say, 50 years on the market. We have the Tubo gas with the Serpenti execution is our heritage. It's a very incredible story behind. We have the aluminum, so 3 iconic products, and today we have even the ultra thin execution, the Octo Finissimo. So it's the unique brand able to play with 4 iconic products. The aluminum today, it's even more normal than in the past. Everybody use electronic device made with a white aluminum body and often black screen. So one of the most iconic elements after the material, it was the color scheme of the aluminum. The aluminum is made with the aluminum case, rubber, caoutchouc bezel, and caoutchouc strap. So this color scheme, black and white, was very unique at those times. And today is still more contemporary because, again, we use every moment of our life electronic device made with exactly the same material and exactly the same color scheme. So let me say that the aluminum, it's more contemporary today than what it was in 1998. Today, we decided to improve each components of the watch. As you can see here, we have the two watches, the chronograph and the hour, minute, and second. And as you can see, for the chronograph, for example, we have a two-tone dial, exactly the same dial that we have made in 1998. The aluminum case, back case is in black, is a titanium back case. The crown of the watch is made again in titanium. The screw that holds the bracelet to the case is made in titanium. So it's a very high technological watch. Let me say that today our watch is, we call aluminum, but it's aluminum, titanium, and caoutchouc. We spend months to develop the best aluminum alloy that you can use today on the market. Compared with the 1998, it's exactly the same watch, but it's a brand new watch because you have to imagine that in 1998, we don't use the computer-aided design and computer-aided sliding that we use today. So we know very well the shape and the forms of the aluminum, but we were obliged to redesign the watch from scratch because we don't have the same tool in our manufacturing side and we don't have the same technology. So we spend months to find the right and the best aluminum alloy today on the market. Today we use the best caoutchouc as possible. We have just 2 movements, it's automatic movement on our aluminum lineup. And the watch embodies exactly the same way to wear a sport chic casual watch, the Italian way to wear watches, because we are not obsessed by performance. This watch is something absolutely cool and unique on the wrist. Is a completely different way to wear a sport watch. Let me say it's more Italian than Swiss way to wear a watch. It's a very Italian chic watch. This is our idea behind the aluminum.
Now, before we continue, I would love to converse actually with one of our attendees. Saya pengen ngobrol-ngobrol juga nih dengan tamu-tamu yang sudah hadir. Kalau boleh saya pengen tanya dengan teman baik saya yang sudah lama sekali tidak jumpa, Mas Roland Adam. Aku ingin tahu nih karena aku tahu sekali Mas Roland Adam ini adalah seorang pencinta good design. Mas Roland Adam is a connoisseur of good design and good craftsmanship. So I would love to know how he feels about the new collection from Bvlgari watch. Mas Roland Adam?
Hello. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I really like the design. It's very stylish. And then again, you know, from 1998 collection, it's already catching my eyes. Actually, I have one of it, you know, still, and then I still wear it sometimes, you know. And then it's, I think the new one is the better version from the 1998, right? You know, but I haven't seen the exact watches, but I always love the aluminum design, really. Thank you.
Yay, so good to have it back in 2020 with a better version.
Yes.
Thank you, Mas Roland
Thank you,
Adam.
Thank you.
Now, when we talk about watches, of course, we cannot separate it with our daily fashion. That's why I would love to hear what our designer, Mas Didiet Maulana, also think about the Bvlgari watch collection and how it fits into his personal style. Mas Didiet Maulana.
Hello.
Hi, apa kabar, Mas? Looking good as
Baik.
always.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's our pleasure. What do you think of the new collection of Bvlgari Aluminium?
Well, I always love the 1998 because it's very iconic, and like looking at the design is very innovative, sporty looking watch, and where you can wear it anytime. I mean, like for a sporty kind of look or a bit formal, and it's really it's really flexible. Yeah, bagus banget sih.
Iya, iya. Salah satu yang membuat memang sangat menarik, it's very versatile ya, Mas Didit ya.
Exactly,
you can wear it for any
that's the
occasion.
word. Yeah. So you can wear it in a day for a meeting. I mean, like if I took off the jacket and then wearing it, and then just roll it up, it match. And then if I wearing a suit and then with the cravat and with the pocket square, it suits me well, and it's really like something that you need for now when you're working from home and you cannot go anywhere. I mean, like you have to have something that you love on you.
Yes. I would love to say hello to Rory Asyari, one of our attendees, one of our guests who are here with us this afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Rory.
Hello.
How are
Tasha.
you? Good to have you. Looking good.
Thank you. You too. I'm good. Thanks.
Very happy to have you. How are you? Your feeling about the new collection from Bvlgari Watch?
I think a couple of weeks ago, I got photographed by the Diamond team, and I wore this like exactly this watch, the thinnest automatic watch in the world. Of course, it wasn't given to me, and I feel sad about it. But it was great that I had a chance to wear it. I mean, like I like the design. It's very thin. It's very lightweight, and I'm looking forward to having this watch very soon.
I would love to hear from one of our guests, Herman Hartono, to hear his take on the new collection from Bvlgari Aluminium Collection. Hi, Pak Herman Hartono. How are you? Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us this afternoon.
My pleasure. It's very nice to see you guys.
What do you think of the new collection from Bvlgari Aluminium?
Well, I've seen the watch in person. Fortunately, it's quite. I think a few days ago, I believe, and the design is very nice, and the material is also not something that is you can find in other brands. I think I'm looking forward to try it again when I have the time to go visit the boutique in Plaza Indonesia.
Okay, Antoine, now we want to talk about the Octo Finissimo.
Yes.
Maybe more about how it was created and what was the story behind it.
So I'm just putting actually the Octo Finissimo steel that we've just launched on this summer, which to me is a major milestone in the history of Finissimo, because it's what I would call the more mainstream version. We had the chance to get a glimpse of, thanks to Rory, a glimpse of the titanium version. This is the steel version, but that's the landing of the story of Octo. So just if you follow me, we're going to step back in time 8 years ago, because this is because in reality the Octo Finissimo Tourbillon came out 6 years ago, but clearly it takes a bit of time to think and develop a project like this one. The Octo design is really a design developed by our studio, internal studio, inspired by some developments of Gerard Junta, some past development of Gerard Junta. The initial Roma collection was a very was called Octo Original, was a bulky, a big watch, quite impressive, and And you know, it's there is always, as we talked about, I talked about miracle. There's always there are opportunities. You know, business at the end of the day, it's the capacity. Being successful in business is the capacity to grab opportunities that are surrounding you. There is this moment at that time when someone said, "But this watch, it's too heavy. Heavy is good, but heavy is a bit today. But what about tomorrow?" And I must say, we have to pay tribute to the management at the time, and to Fabrizio, who was already there, and to this Italian perception of elegance. Again, I'm quoting Fabrizio. He calls the golden rule, and this idea that at the end of the day, a watch, it's part of an elegance. It's part of a style, and it's not about. It's about a certain seamlessness. It's about elegance. Is about being comfortable in any condition, in every situation. Big, bulky watches, they don't necessarily make you comfortable in every situation. Okay. A suit, when it's tailor-made, fits you, is easy to wear, is almost disappearing. It works and it makes you elegant when you don't feel it, when you feel it's a second skin. And there was this intuition that the watch had such a strong and amazing design and structured design, complex design. But if you actually were hammering it and flattening it, its expression would be even better. And there would be an excellent signature of elegance given to a very slim watch. And so the team started thinking about this approach. I must say, had some connective, some work done with a partner, with an external partner, who was actually in the same mindset and considering working on super slim movements. And from this teamwork came out this very first Octo Finissimo Tourbillon, who was presented in, if I remember well, 2014, and presented to the markets in 2015. That was the thinnest tourbillon caliber in the world.
Wow.
That, of course, we were coming with a tourbillon, but not everyone can afford a tourbillon. Not everyone wants a tourbillon. And then, naturally, we came with the first watch the following year. And from that moment on, we kind of revisited the range of products that watchmaking can offer through this grid of super slim movement. And from a design perspective, a vision from a design perspective, we built progressively an expertise, a reputation, and additional appetite to push the boundaries further.
So I would love to get the audience, the guests, to also converse with you, Antoine, because it is such a rare treat for us to have you here all the way from Switzerland. So I'm going to invite some guests. If you have any questions, please make the most of Monsieur Antoine Pan, the Managing Director of Bvlgari Watch Division. Silakan kalau ada yang hendak bertanya langsung kepada speaker kita persilahkan, jangan sungkan-sungkan.
Can I ask questions?
Yes, please go ahead.
Hi, Antoine.
Hello, Tantra.
Hi. Just want to ask you about your recent collaboration with Fragment. Can you tell us more about it? Are you trying to get to a new segmentation, or are you trying to expand your base to like a younger segment?
Well, several things of what you've said. As I said beforehand, the watch is a feel-good watch, okay? And it's a watch that is also, for this price point, a watch that is probably more affordable to a larger population, and and a younger population. And it's a way for us to invite people to enter in our world as a watchmaker. So for us, the BB collection is a great platform to discuss with people of interest. Let's be clear, we don't only do this with BB. For instance, we've had an extraordinary collaboration last year with the very famous Japanese architect Tadao Ando, who was creating an amazing, really an amazing piece of art with an octo watch. So to basically, in a nutshell, what happens is we favor encounters. We favor encounters and we try to build encounters that are meaningful. So we really try to build a dialogue between our studio, between Fabrizio and people, well, people with a real creative genius. So we had this collaboration with Tadao Ando, as I said, and we've got this collaboration with Mr. Fujiyama and Fabrizio, and so came this limited edition, which honestly took us by. I mean, we were sold out, so we are done with this product. And clearly, there was an amazing reaction from the younger crowd because of a product that is affordable, a true Swiss watch, and the basis, and as I said, the platform for a joint discussion. And I was lucky enough to witness the discussion between Fujiyama and Fabrizio. And it's interesting to see the dialogue and the discussion between two designers from two different fields. There is immediately respect. There is immediately a level of language that is different. So it goes super fast in reality. Even though they're not coming from there, I mean, there's a fashion side and there's an automotive and a watchmaking side. Because Fabrizio is coming from his very young, his very early years from the car industry, so very function oriented. But actually, there is an immediate encounter. And to be fair, sometimes the encounter doesn't work. So we've had some tries on collaboration that didn't actually deliver any final result because it never fit. And when it doesn't fit, what happens? It's not immediate. It takes a long time and people get back together and they try again, but nothing comes out at the end. And it sort of dies of its own lack of pace and momentum. Whereas when it works, the fit is amazing. It fits immediately. And that's what happened for Fragment. So I'm not sure I answered exactly your question, but in a nutshell, DB is a good platform for collaboration. And we love also from our Italian nature, we love to exchange, to discuss, to find people who can bring us a different perspective on our products.
And now we're going to proceed to our next session, which is the Style Talk. And for this session, we feel very fortunate to have here with us a friend of Bvlgari Indonesia, the very handsome and dapper Aero Aswar.
Hey.
Hi,
Hello.
Aero. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Very, very excited to have you here with us. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good right now.
Now, you were here for quite a while before the event started, and I could tell that you are very excited to be here at the Bvlgari store in Plaza Indonesia and to learn about the new collection. Because I heard that the Bvlgari watch is actually some sort of legacy in your family. You've known about Bvlgari watch since you were a little kid.
To start off, hey, my name is Aero, and I'm a Jetski racer. So my family basically, like my mom, obviously, has like a lot of Bvlgari watches. So it's like the first brand that I registered in my head when I was a kid. And basically until now, it's like, it's been there for such a long time until here right now. Even like this watches, like the Bvlgari, the aluminium, it's like I look at it for sometimes. I think my dad actually has one, but I'm not sure.
The one from the 1998 collection.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen one before in my house.
Okay, now that's exciting. Now, what do you think of the new collection?
I really love it. I mean, the monochrome colors, that's basically my go-to color every day. Because like I always wear either black, white, or just simple color with nothing, like jeans, just black jeans, or regular colored jeans, and top maybe like navy or just white, gray, or beige. So like this watch is just easy going for me, and it's from 1998, so it's pretty timeless right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, although the love of Bvlgari watches has been handed down to you from your parents, of course, now you have your own personal style
Right.
and how to use it on your daily activities with your own personal style.
Yep.
How do you do it? Can you give us some tips and tricks?
I mean, usually I do sports every day, like
Okay.
almost every day. I train for my things, for my jet ski racing, and like watches like this, it's so flexible with the design and the fashion that you're wearing. Like even going to, let's say, wedding or going to the office.
Yes.
I mean, now it's obviously you can't even go to the office. Just basically like a work.
Home office will do.
Yes. So yeah, it's very flexible, and I mean, one day maybe I'll use it to do my sports, like when I was doing training, because I can see that this is like pretty sturdy and firm watch to actually wear for doing sports.
All right. Well, I can tell you look really good in it.
Thank you.
Look very, very handsome and dapper. Now, as a fan of Bvlgari watches, this is also a special treat for you to be able to meet Fabrizio, the designer from Bvlgari watches, although virtually. I want to ask some more questions to him, but maybe you also have some questions?
Actually,
please.
The questions that I want to ask, he already answered it. So I'm like, okay, I don't need to answer a question anymore.
Which part? What did you want to know?
Like because I love the Octo very much, like all the design, and then basically he answered all of the questions in my head.
All right, good to know then. Yeah. Okay, Fabrizio, if you don't mind, I would love to go back to you.
Yeah.
Being an Italian man who is famous for their good sense of style and dapper look, maybe you also can give us some tips on how to best style our Bvlgari watch.
For example, as you can see, maybe you can see on the camera, I always wear a blue denim suit or a blue suit. So the watch that I wear today is the Octo Finissimo, the blue dial, because it's my favorite watch. When I have time for leisure time, I always wear an aluminum because it's more for fun and for sports. The two watches for me are very versatile. So as someone of you has said before, you can wear it for a denim, you can wear it for a black suit. So the aluminum and the Octo Finissimo is completely different in terms of style, but with exactly the same approach. An informal way to wear an ultra chic watch like the Octo Finissimo, very, very sophisticated in terms of movement, in terms of craftsmanship. And on the other hand, you have an informal way to wear a sport chic, cool watch like the aluminum. So this is our DNA. This is our way to imagine product, because yes, we produce our watches in Switzerland, but we are Italians. So we design our watches with the Italian approach. So a bit less formal and more, let me say, casual, with a very unique aesthetics.
Okay, thank you for those tips, Mr. Fabrizio. Very valuable, of course, to learn that it actually depends on your own personal style, how you feel comfortable wearing the watch, and incorporate it into your own personal style. Okay, now I would love also actually to ask our stylish host, Mr. Ronald Liem, about how to best mix and match your personal style with the Octo watch. If I'm not mistaken, Pak Ron has an Octo watch that he loves very much. Is that true, Pak Ron?
Yes, I'm wearing the Octo Finissimo black dial, not a blue dial, which Fabrizio is wearing. And like I said, I'm a guy who's usually wearing a suit to the office every day pre-COVID. But I think one thing I like about this watch, which was mentioned before, is versatility. You can wear it in a suit, you can wear it with jeans and polo on the weekend, travel with it. So I think I like this watch a lot because it's versatile, and also it blends Italian flair with Swiss engineering. I think the confidence you're wearing a reliable mechanical piece as well. And the thing I also like is also the details of the watch. So the small second hand between the 7 and 8 o'clock, if you can see it. Again, it's worth something to look at closer. And of course, some parts of the movement also you can see is visible on the case back. So again, if you have time to have a look, it's quite mesmerizing. And I think also the Octo collection is a very striking design. It's very eye-catching, and it's an iconic collection from Bvlgari. And I think that's also a plus point as well.
Now, in this opportunity, I'm very happy to introduce to you a friend of Bvlgari Indonesia, a very handsome and dapper gentleman, Aqsa Aswar. Aqsa, hi. So good to have you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I saw you from the moment you stepped foot into this boutique, the Bvlgari boutique in Plaza Indonesia. I could tell that you're very excited to be here. Now, I learned that actually the love of Bvlgari watches runs deep in your family. I heard that your parents also collect Bvlgari watches. Is that true?
Yes, growing up, for me, the brand Bvlgari is like the first thing in mind. Because my mom loves Bvlgari, my dad too. And so growing up, it's all I know.
Wow, so this must be like a really special moment for you then. Now, of course, although the love of Bvlgari watches was handed to you by your parents, but now you have your own style, your own preference. Which one is your favorite among the collection?
Personally, I love this one.
This one here, the Bvlgari aluminium watch.
Aluminium, yes.
Okay, it suits your personal style?
Because my style is street, casual, and I like to keep it simple.
Okay.
And I think it's perfect fit for my style.
Okay, now how would you mix and match it with your daily fashion styles?
Because the watch is just so easy to use. It's comfortable. So I can wear anything.
Okay.
And it just looks elegant. It's just a great watch.
All right, good to know. And you look really good in it too.
Thank you.
Looking very dapper there. Now, Antoine, if I could also ask your opinion, as a business person, what will be your go-to style tips in wearing the Bvlgari watch?
Well, I just want to add on to what we've just talked about. You know, you have to think of again of the very first steps of the baby aluminium in 1998, and you really, if you close your eyes and you think of this young Italian guy going to the beach, he was wearing Bvlgari aluminium for a good reason. He could take it on the boat, he could swim with it. But he could also go to the very chic and high-end and super class restaurant at night or to the club at night, and it was versatile like this. And that's exactly what we've just talked about. It's a watch that is super versatile. It got this sporty, casual design, but also a class look that makes it, let's say, the watch that you don't need to change for the occasion when you're going out. And that's what it made. It became a watch that was so comfortable. And when you think of it, it's the watch that people would take for when they would be going on holidays and weekends, and when they were going to have good times. And that's why so many people in Europe have memories of good times with this watch. It's a feel-good watch. So you're feeling happy, you're feeling down, put the watch on. It keeps the mood up anyway.
Love that, a feel-good watch. Yes, very versatile indeed. You can wear it to all sorts of occasions and always look good in it. Always ready.
But you know, if I may say, what is very interesting, I have the same feeling with Octo. I'm going to be very honest with you. When I go to the beach, I would take my Octo out because I like it and it's beautiful, and I don't want to. It's a watch that I don't necessarily myself want to scratch in the sand, etc. But these put aside, I wear my Octo. I forget about my watch, so I take it everywhere. And I think what is really stunning with those different designs that we've talked about, they're super versatile, and versatility doesn't mean no personality, no identity, because they have super strong designs.
Yeah.
That's sometimes you think if I'm versatile, I'm neutral. What is surprising with the Octo and aluminium, it's the fact that they are super strong characters, highly recognizable, very different from the rest of what you can see on the market. but at the end of the day, you're happy to wear them in many, many different occasions. And probably to me, that's the signature of the talent of our design studio.
I have some information to share with you, our attendees. During these extraordinary times, the well-being of Bvlgari customers, employees, and the greater community is of the utmost importance, of course. Now, for all of you who are still hesitant to shop directly, worry not, because Bvlgari has a strict shopping standards and follows the health and government regulation and protocol. You can also book your personal appointments to come to any Bvlgari store by phone call or via WhatsApp at, maybe you want to write this down, 0857 7299 5411. Once again, 0857 7299 5411. Now, for further information about this, I'll ask Mrs. Putri Soedarjo to explain more. Silakan, Putri.
Oke, ya, mungkin yang perlu saya jelaskan adalah di new normal ini, Bvlgari benar-benar ketat untuk sanitization-nya dan segala macam kebersihannya. Yang pertama adalah, so don't worry, please do come to our store, karena all of our staff are regularly tested, rapid test, dan kalau sampai ada kenapa-napa, of course kita akan tindak lanjuti. So far aman, belum ada apa-apa. They are regularly tested, and then begitu kalian masuk, hand sanitizer ada everywhere, on every corner. Dan sebelum, of course, tamu-tamu kita harus coba dong, harus coba jam, harus coba cincin, harus coba kalung. Nah, kalung-kalung itu dan cincin-cincin itu sebelum diberikan kepada klien, kita wipe dulu, kita sanitize dulu, gitu. Dan of course pakai disposable cotton pad. Gitu. Jadi kita ini mungkin contohnya kita wipe dulu dengan kapas, dengan alkohol, dan baru kita kasih ke customernya. Selesai dipakai oleh customer, of course kita bersihin lagi, baru kita kembalikan ke tempat display kita. Untuk jam, of course ada beberapa, of course as you guys know, jam kulit kan nggak boleh kena alkohol, nggak boleh kena cairan lah pada intinya. Jadi tangannya yang mau nyobain itu yang di sanitize lebih dahulu gitu. Dan of course kalau misalkan semua staff kita kalau mau pegang tas, mau pegang scarf, semuanya pakai disposable gloves gitu. Jadi habis ngelayanin satu customer, kita dispose glovesnya gitu. Jadi hampir aman, pokoknya aman ke toko kita. Don't worry, please do come to our store. Terus satu lagi adalah yang paling penting adalah kita juga home delivery service. Jadi bisa hubungin kita via WhatsApp yang 0857 7299 5411. Habis itu bisa konsultasi atau nanya-nanya sama sales staff kita. Nanti kalau memang sudah mau lihat apa aja, kita bisa datang ke rumah untuk display dan bisa dicobain. Dan bisa langsung transaksi di sana. Gitu. Jadi, those are two options at the moment.
All right. Now, ladies and gents, we are almost nearing the end of our event, but we need to close today's event with a bang. And we think the way to do it is to have a surprise door prize session. One lucky winner this afternoon will get a Bvlgari Aqua Homme perfume, a very special prize indeed. We have the beautiful Mrs. Stefanie Soewono, Marketing and Communication Manager of Bvlgari Indonesia.
Hai Siska.
Hai Mbak Stefanie, aku happy banget loh bisa jumpa dengan dirimu di butik Bvlgari yang indah ini, bisa berjumpa, bersilaturahmi dengan semua tamu undangan. Nampaknya senang sekali ya, belajar mengenai koleksi baru Bvlgari langsung dari Monsieur Antoine Pang.
Agree with you, totally agree with you. I mean, I'm really enjoying myself up until this minute. I mean, like, can you imagine we have international event?
Exactly.
Virtually, of course.
Virtually.
But this will never happen easily like that.
Yeah.
It was not because of this situation.
Exactly.
So something positive coming up from this situation still for us in Bvlgari.
Always a silver lining, right?
Exactly.
Now,
to close with a bang.
Yes.
Let us pick.
Woo!
Okay, who's the lucky
going
winner?
to be our lucky winner?
Picking here. Something. Okay, let's pick a name. Oh, I know this person.
Who is it?
But I'm not cheating though.
Okay.
Congratulations to Tantra Tobing.
Tantra Tobing, our lucky winner.
Our lucky winner for today.
Congratulations to add to your already extensive perfume collection, I'm sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually, Bulgari perfume is actually one of the first perfume that I wore, actually.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, and I'm wearing my Diagono, by the way, today. I forgot to showcase it today.
And I also know that you already like tried a lot of Bulgari hotel overseas, right?
Bulgari hotels, yes. I've tried, I think, 4 Bulgari hotels in the world. I've tried Dubai, I've tried Shanghai, and Milan. Unfortunately, I haven't been to Bali, so I'll probably have to visit Bali soon.
Well, you have to then.
You have to. Must. Next on your bucket list then.
Yes.
Congratulations, ya Tantra. Now, I've been watching the comment section and our guests are asking for a group photo session. Let's do that. That would be the best way to end this virtual togetherness. So everyone, make sure that you have the best angle. Your video is on. Let's take a group photo session together. Mr. Fabrizio, it will be an honor for us to have you joining this group photo session, this international event, Bvlgari Indonesia's event of the year. Okay, everybody ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1. Let's put our best poses. And on my count, 3, 2, 1. There you go. We have our group photo. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap. Thank you once again for joining our virtual event. That concludes our virtual togetherness for this event. And thank you so much for joining us and see you next time in the upcoming Bvlgari Indonesia's event. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye, everyone.